if you use, okay, if you want to use a partial text of the button, okay, you can use by dot partial button text, element of by dot partial text of this partial text. You can pass, save, or my or file. So here, do you have anything? So here in same program, so instead of using login, I will put only log. By dot partial button text. Element by dot partial button text of, pass the partial button text. Here my full text, complete text is login. Here I will pass only partial text. You can use any one of here. Okay, generally we use the partial text, partial button text when the button is having the more than one string. Okay, so here I have the 3 strings. That's why I'm using partial button text. If we have only one string, you can use single one. Let me see, it clicks on the login button. Clear? Any questions in button text? So button text and a partial button text. It's a parallel to the link test and the partial link test. Okay. In link test, we'll pass the complete link test. In partial link test, we'll pass the partial text of the link. But here in button text, complete text of the button. In partial button text, partial text of the button. Next, CSS containing text. Okay, for example, I have the one locator. I have the UL. UL means unordered list. In that we have the list. Here li class equal to pet dog. Li class equal to pet cat. Here I want to click on dog, or else I want to click on cat. How will you build a locator? So we will build XPath or CSS, or else using like index. So here, right, if you want to build a locator for the dog, we'll use XPath. Okay, //ul, okay, /li of 1 means li of 1 means first one. If you want to cat, you can use li of 2. That is one thing. Another one is // li at the rate class equal to pet. So if you use class equal to pet, it will build a locator for up to li. It's a common element, common locator for dog and cat. If you want to dog or cat, you can pass index. This is one way. Another one is you can pass text. Okay, li and text equal to dog. Like this, we'll build the locator. This is one way. Another one is write a locator for up to common locator. Common locator, use driver dot find elements of the li of at the rate class equal to pet. It will return the list of elements which is equal to, which is mapping to the same locator. So here it will return the list of elements. After that, we'll iterate and get text. Okay, so it will return the list of elements, right? We'll iterate that one. Okay, each element dot get text equal to your expected text. If it is done, if it is satisfied, perform click. Like that, we'll build the locators. So same implementation, they build it. So here we have the locator, right? So in that case, build locators. So write a CSS. How to write CSS? li dot pet. Li dot pet means CSS value. CSS value for this list element. Okay, element of, okay, element dot all. Element dot all means returning list of elements. Okay, by dot css, by dot css of your locator. Up to here, by dot css. This is the one locator, and we are passing to element dot all, this method. It returns list of elements. Okay, in list of elements dot each. Dot each means for each. Okay, in JavaScript, for loop is for each. Okay, so that is implemented in Protractor as a each. In that, it will return element and index. It returns element and index. In that, this element is the first one. Element dot. So here you can use any other name. LEM. Okay, LEM. Okay, element is the first element. Dot get text. Okay, dot then function, your name, okay, some variable. Okay, we got the text value for the locator, that is the dog. Okay, so if okay, text equal to dog, if it is satisfied, okay, return ELEM. Generally we will write locator like this. Okay, this is the loop. Okay, I want to click on dog. Okay, so here element dot all, our locator by dot css of css locator. li is the tag name, class is right, that's why dot pet. It returns list of elements. After that, I am iterating using each. Okay, so in that I am getting first element. If it is element dot get text dot then function, I got the text of the first locator. So if the text equal to dog, so I am looking for only dog, right? So if it is match, return element. This is the, if you are implementing your custom, okay, you have to implement like this. Okay, instead of writing this much of coding, okay, in Protractor they have implemented one locating mechanism. So that is by dot css containing text. This is one of the locating mechanism. In locator mechanism, it accepts two arguments. One is your CSS locator, another one is the what text you want, text of the particular element. Okay, so here while building locator, you can use by.css containing text element. Okay, by.css containing text. Okay. Here, this method accepts two arguments. One is CSS locator. So our CSS is li.pet. This is the CSS locator. So here I want locator for dog. You can mention dog. Okay. So it builds the locator for dog. If you want to cat, just pass cat over here. It builds locator for cat. Okay. So while building locator, you can use CSS containing text. Now we'll build same locator for login button. Go to login function. So do you have? We have the class BTN danger. One button is there. So first build CSS path for login button. So here tag name is button. So $. So here I'm checking whether our constructed locator is working or not. Okay. Button is the tag name dot your class at class values. Okay, here button is one class name, button hyphen main is a one more class. Okay, if you have two classes in that, remove the space and put the star. So when I mouse over, login button is fine. So take this for locator. Element. Okay, by dot CSS containing text. CSS containing text. First one is the locator, your CSS locator. Another one is the text of the login button. Okay, so here text is login. Okay, login. Up to here we build the locator. So generally we use this CSS containing text. Okay, if we have the more elements, okay, let me execute. So here locator is identified. So generally we use CSS containing text while building locators. Okay, the page have the more than one locator which is equivalent to the that same locator mechanism. Okay, then only we use CSS containing text. Here this CSS containing text locator mechanism, okay, it accepts two arguments. One is the locator, CSS locator, another one is the text of the that locator. Okay, it builds the locator. CSS content. Okay. We- Up to now we discussed binding, exact binding, modal, button text, partial button text, and CSS locator. We have repeater, exact repeater, options, deep CSS. We'll discuss these four topics tomorrow. Okay, if you have any questions, we'll discuss.